I know a lot of people are worried about Donald Trump just like up and canceling the midterm elections, but my fear has always been that he won't do that because in the end, he might not have to because of all the things that have been done to lay the groundwork for elections that technically happen like they do in many authoritarian countries, but have really nothing to do with the outcome. Now, I want to talk to you about what they're doing when it comes to voter rolls and voter equipment, something that generally the states have historically managed. But now all of a sudden, the federal government feels like they need to get all up in that stuff. So we're gonna start with Colorado, okay? That's a state that then candidate Donald Trump lost by 11 points. A well-connected consultant who says he's working with the White House is now going around asking county clerks whether they'll allow the federal government or a third party to physically examine their election equipment. Federal agencies have long offered technical assistance and cybersecurity advice to election officials, but they haven't examined the equipment because election laws tightly limit who actually has access to them. This is going beyond that historic thing, okay? Here's more of what has been going on with the federal government. The Justice Department has taken the unusual step of asking at least 9 states for copies of their voter rolls, probably all like hard red states, I assume. And at least 2 of them have turned them over. In addition, DOJ lawyers have asked states to share information about voters to implement a Trump executive order that would shift some power over elections from the states to Washington. Again, add that to the list of things that were it to be Joe Biden to do that, Alex Jones's head would have exploded live on TV. But now you just accept it, yeah. Trump wants more direct control over elections. That sounds awesome. Courts have temporarily blocked some key provisions of that executive order, including changing mail ballot deadlines and requiring voters to provide proof of citizenship. 2 parts of it that are obviously exclusively designed to manipulate the results of the election. That's the only reason you would do either of those things. But they are still fighting on this. And with the way the Supreme Court has been acting, any day now, they could come out with a decision that just strikes down those blocks, provides no argument whatsoever, and then good luck in the midterms, I guess, since the federal government is gonna be able to do pretty much whatever they want. And so there is more to it, we can get to that, Brett, but this is really the stuff that bothers me because it's effective in theory, it's hidden, which means that less people are gonna even know that it's happening, and it allows you to have those classic authoritarian non-election elections. What do you think?
So this is my question, my genuine question. Does anyone out there truly believe that Donald Trump wants more election integrity? That's an honest question. Because the people who are saying it, I can't really believe them. Like, you have to be so deluded, and you really do have to genuinely think he's radder than Christ for you to really still believe all these things. Because built in even to those folks is this idea that, yeah, he's a liar. So often they're like, oh, their actual defense is like, oh, I don't really worry about that, he's just lying. His brand is that he wants to acquire power by any means necessary, the rules be damned, decency be damned. And so now I say, everyone that voted for him before, like, remember with Epstein what happened. With Epstein, he convinced you that he was on the side of justice, and he's very obviously not, and you smell that on him, right? He's trying every day, and maybe he'll find something that's a good enough justification. But in those scenarios, we have to remind everybody there's a good enough justification that it'll be enough for them to buy it. But we need to remind people how long it's taken him to get to that stuff.
Yeah.
And in this scenario, the guy is also just giving your information, getting all of your information for the federal government. For what end? His own benefit, period. That's the only justification for this.
Yeah.
And that should scare the hell out of you.
Yeah, I mean, it might be that there's a couple of like regular MAGA people that for some reason still trust Trump and think, yes, he wants voter integrity. And I know I'm not gonna be able to convince you, but you need to understand that there's not a single person in right-wing media or the Trump administration that is serious when they say that. It is just, that is an absolute, I would bet every cent I have that you couldn't find a single person that actually gave a damn about that. They care about locking in Republican power. And they have no interest in appealing to the voters to do that.